In the recent 2.7 patch, there's been a change to next to delay, opening up some builds to become even more powerful. This build was already a favorite by many, but with these changes, will become a contender for many to use at future ladder restarts.
In today's video, I'm going to go over the build for
the Wind Druid, specifically a good magic finding version that is able to hit the 163% faster cast rate breakpoint to be as fast and deadly to rock you harder than the Scorpions did back in 1984.
I'm going to go over the attributes, the skill tree, the gear for my character and my mercenary, and afterwards I'm going to show you guys some gameplay so you could see this build in action. But do keep in mind that when it comes to this build, there are different ways you can be able to gear the character depending on your needs, whether you're trying to go for maximum DPS, you're trying to do a magic find character, or a hybrid of the two. Just keep in mind when it comes to looking at the gear choices that I'm going to be choosing, that you can choose alternative gear depending on the demand that you have for your build. Before we actually get into the build, the comment shout out for this video is going to be
Mikey, who appreciates the different options for certain builds, especially ones that typically wouldn't be considered by most players unless they have very specific gear, of which the build is typically saved for only use in endgame content. Stoked that you found the build fun, and it's definitely viable. And I enjoy making build guides that give different options so that anyone can still have fun trying different builds out.
Now let's go ahead and get into the video.
For the attributes, there's enough strength to be able to equip the gear, and the remaining points go into vitality. For the skill trees, nothing will be invested into the shapeshifting skill tree. Then for the elemental skill tree, Cyclone Armor, Twister, Tornado, and Hurricane are all maxed out, as Hurricane will be actively used for damage and crowd control, Tornado will be used to deal the main damage starting at melee range, and to top it off, all four of the max skills synergize one another. Lastly, for the summoning skill tree, this is where the remaining points can be used within to round out the build. Oak Sage is maxed out to increase our health pool, then 1 point all the way down to Summon Grizzly, and the remaining points I put into Direwolf to be able to boost the Grizzly's life. Summons outside of Oak Sage aren't a necessity for this build, but with the handful of skill points that you have left, they could be a great addition for crowd control and to be shields between you and whoever you're fighting. For the gear, do keep in mind that this is a hero edited character. All the items that you see here are not single self found on single player offline, nor do I play online to be able to have someone assist me with helping me get these items to then showcase in this video. I wanted to put this build together myself to be able to show if it would be worth the time and the resources needed to be able to make it effective, in case anyone would be curious to be able to build this out for themselves. The helm is a 220 rare Druid circlet, socketed with a Charm Rune for cannot be frozen, and it also has some dexterity and all res. The amulet is a Druid caster amulet for plus to Druid skills, faster cast rate, strength, life, mana, and all res. The body armor is Enigma to use teleport as our main way of moving around, and it also has plus to skills, faster run walk, strength based on character level, physical damage reduction, and magic find. The weapon is Hodo or Heart of the Oak for the plus to skills, faster cast rate, and all resistance. Nothing else in the rune word is relevant, as we aren't going to be directly attacking for melee damage with this weapon. The shield is Spirit and a Monarch for plus to skills, faster cast rate, vitality, mana, and boost to resistances. The boots are War Travelers for the faster run walk, strength, vitality, and magic find. The first ring is a Stone of Jordan for the plus to skills and all of the help with mana. The belt is Arachnid's Mesh for the plus to skills, faster cast rate, and slows target. The second ring is a rare FCR ring to be able to help us reach the 163% faster cast rate breakpoint. The gloves are Mage Fist for the faster cast rate and regenerate mana. On switch, he's using the staple CTA and Spirit combo to be able to boost mine, my Mercenary, and all of my summons healths. In the inventory is the Cube, both tomes, Torch, Annie, a Geats for magic find, elemental skillers with life, and for the small charms, there's one with life and resistance, and the remaining ones are all 7% magic find small charms. For the additional stats, 231% magic find, 70% faster run walk, 55% faster hit recovery, and 163% faster cast rate, which is the exact breakpoint desired for this build. For the Mercenary, he will be used to be able to help break physical immunities. He has Andariel's Visage socketed with a Rao rune, Fortitude for the body armor, and a Reaper's Toll socketed with a 40-15 jewel, as him proccing Decrepify not only helps to slow enemies down, but breaks their physical immunities.
Now that we've discussed the attributes, the skill trees, the gear for my character and my mercenary, let's go ahead and check out this build in action to see how well it actually plays out. With the gameplay, for anyone who'd be curious as to which player settings I'm using for my build guides, the past, presently on screen, and in the future, down in the bottom left corner is what the example gameplay being shown is currently at. I actually forgot that I didn't use Oak Sage for this first part, but with this setup, I still didn't have any issues with going through the seals to be able to get to Diablo.
Despite the zoo isn't needed to be able to make this build viable, to have them provide additional crowd control, as well as to see them rush around and attack everything, it's fun to watch. It's important to make sure to watch where you teleport into. Despite that this build has good health and overall survivability, tele-stomping into the wrong mob can change that very quickly. This build makes going and getting your steaks for your summer barbecues very easy and simple. This build is a great mix of survivability, damage, and great movement throughout all areas of the game. However, this build doesn't just play well when it comes to using an endgame setup. The budget version plays great as well. If you wanted to try this build out without a huge investment when it comes to the gear, or the time needed to be able to farm for your items, check out the budget version that I made. Link down in the description below. And that's going to wrap it up for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it and were able to see if this build would be something that you would be interested in going into the future, and if anything, at least just enjoyed the video. If you like this kind of content and want to see more, hit the subscribe button and hit the bell notification to be notified whenever a new video comes out.
Come on. Come on. Come on, man. There you are. There you are.
And if you like this video, please let me know by leaving a like. It really is appreciated to be able to help my channel to grow. And if you want to see more of my Diablo 2 Resurrected content, make sure to click the card in the corner up above to check out my Diablo 2 Resurrected playlist with a lot of videos already in it, with a lot more coming in the very near future. Other than that, I hope you guys are staying safe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.